Okay, now I know what you're thinking. If you guys saw the title of this video, yes, I know it sounds clickbait, okay? But this story isn't fully about me, even though I'm in the storyline. It has more like to do with a chick and a teacher. And you know what? Let's just get straight into it. All right, yo, what's going on, you guys? My name is Bubba, and welcome back to another crazy video. So in this storyline, I'm not even joking. This was like back in high school, so we're not gonna take it anything too serious and anything. Because I'm gonna be honest, half of my high school days, I was just a dumb kid in general. Like, people say like in the comments, I always read like, oh, this guy slept with literally every single person in the world. And I'm gonna be brutally honest here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I slayed a lot of women. That's what happens when you start hitting that puberty stage and, you know, do the devil's tango at such a young age. But I guess, you know, people are just so shocked and so, you know, crazed out by what happened and how my life went and everything, to the point where I guess I'm gonna tell a story that's a little bit different than usual. Anyways though, guys, so this storyline takes place, like I said, back in my high school. And, you know, it's just a basic day in high school. I was kind of just chilling and everything, and I was going into my Spanish class. So if you guys are wondering why I took Spanish, so apparently one of my friends said that, like, you know, Spanish girls are like really hot, and, you know, a bunch of Spanish transfers came down here and they were like, you know, taking Spanish courses. And not gonna lie, Spanish girls are typically hot. Like, have you guys seen a hot Latina? Like, it's very common. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've had my fair share of hot Latinas. Okay, well, that's a lie, probably one or two, but I gotta be honest, like, Spanish girls are like fine as hell, so it's a win-win scenario. But this story isn't about like me, you know, me getting with a Spanish girl. That's gonna be a story for another time, so like the video if you guys haven't already for that. But this story is about another Spanish chick and our teacher. So if you guys don't know, we had a really nice like Spanish guy teacher. Like, he was I'm not gonna lie, he was a charming guy. He was pretty young. He was like in his basic 20s, and he was like a genuine dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, he was nice to me, he was nice to almost everyone, and it was like a win-win scenario for everyone, I guess, because he was really chill and kind of just understood us as high schoolers, which is pretty weird because nowadays you can't really understand the average high schooler unless they're blowing a fat cloud out of their mouth and, you know, saying some gang stuff. I don't know, I picture like every high schooler the same way nowadays. But no, typically, yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, like, he was a really cool teacher. And I remember one time my teacher, you know, he was always eyeing this one chick, and by eyeing I don't mean like looking at, like, I mean like literally glaring at like this one chick. And this chick was really hot too, and I want to say she was like 16, 17. So yeah, we were literally just sitting in our Spanish class, and this teacher was glaring and looking at her all the time, and me and my friends caught up on it. Like, we saw what was going on, and we're like, oh snap, like, the teacher wants to smash, or in my words, devil's tango. In reality though, like, we were ultimately just joking about it. Like, it was obvious it was a joke, and it was just a joke that all of us just kind of had with us and all that stuff in the group chat and whatsoever. But then something insane started happening. So after a while, we kept realizing that this chick kept staying after school and after class and was always like really attached to that classroom. I don't know if it was because she got like her Spanish vibes from there and stuff, but like, I don't know, this chick just kept staying in that classroom, and she was really close to the teacher. Like, it got to the point where after school, like, they would kind of like be touchy inside the classroom and stuff, and it was ultimately the most weirdest thing ever. Like, if anything, it was like in that like movie with like the teacher and like the student or whatever, where like they do the tango or stuff like that. Like, I don't remember what it was. Some movie, I don't know, you guys can put in the comments down below. But yeah, no, like the teacher got really touchy and stuff, and I remember as I was like spying through the window of his classroom, I saw like them like kind of like touching hands and stuff, and that's where I got like really tripped up. So once I saw them like touching hands and stuff, I was like, okay, yeah, something's definitely going down. There's no way this teacher isn't sleeping with this hot teenage girl. Like, there is no way. So I ultimately got like really sussed out and everything, and I remember I texted my friends like a picture of them holding hands and shit, and my friends were all like, oh no way, like, this has got to go to the principal, like, you know. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, snitches get stitches, okay? Don't ever snitch. But, you know, me and my friends did decide to do a plan, and I'm not saying this was a good idea, but I'm saying it was an idea we had because, you know, we were really sussed out by the looks of it. So me and my friends decided to follow the teacher right after school and see where he kind of went and stuff, and kind of figure out if this was actually a true thing. Because I'm not gonna lie, hand holding was really sus, but, you know, like, we wanted to make sure we actually confirm everything before we actually took it to the principal. Because I'm not gonna lie, you know, even though I said snitches get stitches, if it comes to something severe as that, you gotta draw the line somewhere. So like I said earlier, we started following the teacher around. We started to see where he was going. We started to realize what he was doing. Like, we learned more about this guy in one day than we thought, and then instantly we started like following him going up the hill of some really high-end street or whatever. And up in the hills where like usually like the transfers or like the really rich kids lived, and it was like really weird for him going up there because he didn't live there, I don't think. Like, I don't know, it seemed like he didn't live there. But once we got there, we realized that he parked in front of the girl's house. Like, the girl, like, you know, the Spanish girl, like, our teacher parked in front of her house. Like, I don't know how to explain to you guys, it was the most weirdest thing ever. ever, because we were there with our car and he was there with his car, and he didn't recognize my car, thank God. But I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, I love my Silica. Cutie Silica. Funny stories in that car in the future. But anyways, we saw our Spanish teacher coming out of the vehicle, and instantly, right as we see him walk out, the door of the house opens, like the front door, and we see it was the same hot Spanish chick that was in our class. Now, me and my friends instantly started freaking out, like, oh, no way, this is going down. Like, there's no way this is happening and stuff. Like, this is so bad. This is crazy. Like, we started freaking the hell out. And instantly, once we saw that, me and my friends decided to do the most dumbest thing and pop out of the vehicle and start running towards him, calling him a pedophile and stuff. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, you guys definitely went and beat him up or something. I can already see it in the comment section. Oh, good job. You guys saved the day. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I wish that was the case. I'm going to be brutally honest. So what ended up happening was that as we ran up to him and we started yelling at him and stuff and calling him, you know, these pedophile names and stuff, we realized that this Spanish girl was like trying to tell us something as we were like, you know, pushing him around and stuff. Like there was like 5 of us guys, by the way. There was like 5 of us. So obviously this teacher had no chance and stuff. But this teacher was trying to explain something as we were like pushing him around and stuff. Like we weren't like beating up the guy. Okay, let me just phrase that for a second. He made it seem like we beat him up. Like no, we were just pushing him around. But as we were pushing him around, this chick, or the Spanish girl that was really hot, pulled me aside and she's like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing to him? And we were saying like, oh, you know, this isn't right. Like in our country, like this is really bad and stuff like that. I don't know. I made it seem like, you know, we were being like superheroes or some crap. I don't know why. And then the chick told me something insane. She told me, no, he my cousin, ele casa, or something like that. And in my head, I'm thinking, oh, smack. We did not just think that this teacher was doing the devil's tango, when in reality, he was actually her cousin. Oh God, I don't know. I felt so bad because I realized right after that they were actually cousins, and the mom of the Spanish girl walked out and she's like, no, like she was saying that like a bunch of times. And cops came down, and when the cops came down, like, you know, he were asking us like, what are you guys doing? Like why'd you guys beat up the Spanish teacher and stuff like that? Like we told him our side of the story, and he started like kind of like chuckling, kinda. He's like, you guys should have just, you know, took it to us. Like you guys shouldn't have, you know, argued and fought it through yourselves and stuff like that. Basically, he was telling us how we shouldn't have taken matters to our own hands, which I don't blame him. Like he was right in a sense. And I remember like, you know, the next day as we went back to Spanish class, we realized that the Spanish teacher didn't show up for like a couple months right after that situation. I guess like, you know, knowing that we were there just made him really uncomfortable, knowing that, you know, he got pushed around by 5 teenagers. I don't know, dude. We were some pretty crazy kids. And yeah, that's basically it for the story. I don't really know what else to say other than, you know, if you guys ever see something really sketchy or something really odd when it comes to a teacher and a student, make sure you guys actually confirm what it is before you guys totally go out all out on this. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've seen this scenario happen in a movie one time, but not in the way I did it. And I always saw like people always tell me about this, and me and my friends were reminded. And I remember me and my friends were talking about this storyline a while ago when we were hanging out. So pretty crazy stuff. Anyways, guys, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next story. Yeet!